But even as we celebrate a greatest generation of diplomats, it's time to focus on what they're going to say about the next generation. Will we allow our country's foreign policy debate to be stolen by a false choice between force without diplomacy or diplomacy without force, or succumb to the easy appeals of those who promise Americans that the United States can step aside, or that we can afford to think of active leadership not as a strategic imperative for America, but as a mere favor that we do for other countries? We have seen these moments before. Opposition to Wilson's League of Nations, the isolationism that followed the First World War, deep-seated reluctance in Congress to pass the Marshall Plan to win the peace after so much had been given to win the war, the short-sighted rush to cash in a peace dividend after the Berlin Wall fell, to pull inwards when the cold, hard, post-Cold War truth was that a more complex world needed America more than ever than the bipolar world that had preceded it. We've been here before, actually. And here we are today living in a world smaller and more interconnected than ever before. In the blink of an eye, we've gone from an era where power lived in hierarchies to an era where power lives in networks. Many of those networks formed and created by people under the age of 30. Now we're wrestling with the fact that those hierarchies are unsettled by the new power. A world where mobile devices represent a lot more than your ability to put a picture on Facebook or Instagram, but are instead powerful, powerful new instruments of change that make hierarchies uncomfortable because you can communicate with everybody all of the time, anywhere, at any time. And we now see young people across the globe who see the opportunity that other people have. And I run into this. I know my colleague, the former secretaries, each of them commented about these changes that exist today. And it's a world where a clash of ideas is as real as ever, from the nihilism and the destruction of ISIL to the opportunity and the freedom of the civilized world.